Thank you for hearing our pleadings today. On August 19th, 2022, the Dixon Fire Department dispatched to a residential structure fire at 614 May Street. The engine companies responded and arrived to find heavy black smoke coming from the eaves and the roof vents. The fire company forced open the door, entered the home with a hose line, and began to fight the fire. While operating the hose line to extinguish the fire, the residents came home and told them that nobody was at home. At that point, the fire was knocked down and the fire companies discovered what they thought was the area of origin around the television. All but the last company that was on scene took up and left, and that was that company's cleaning up their engine, and the fire company captain was doing paperwork. They got dispatched to another residential structure fire 3 blocks away. They were the first into that fire where they effected a rescue of a young child that was trapped in that fire. They did leave the scene of the first fire before the fire investigator arrived. He arrived and found the scene was unsecured, but he began his examination of the fire by taking photos of the exterior and then the interior and began to examine the fire scene. While he was examining the fire scene, the homeowners arrived with their attorney and said, "What are you doing in our house? You have not permission here, you need to leave." And the attorney started saying that anything you find will not be admissible in court because you violated my client's Fourth Amendment rights. The key argument to this, against this, is the Michigan v. Tyler, the 1978 Supreme Court ruling that said that a fire in itself is circumstance enough for the fire companies to enter to the building without a warrant. And while they're in that same building, they can conduct an investigation and collect evidence of arson that is in plain view. It also found that despite the fact that the fire chief and his officers left that scene at 4 o'clock in the morning and returned at 8 o'clock in the morning, they did not need a warrant because it was basically the same entry to that same fire. It was only delayed because of the poor visibility and the time of day. Also, other findings in a case in Idaho where the young man was accused of growing marijuana. The first firefighter entered the building, left the building, and then a fire chief and police officer shortly entered the building, and it was considered at one point to be the same entry and not a new entry, not requiring a warrant. Now, you should consider the Tyler case as the means to let our evidence be entered into court. If a 4-hour window because of bad lighting and bad scene can be enough for a warrantless entry into an obvious arson, then a fire company responding to a adjacent close structure fire acting to save lives should also get the same consideration. Thank you for your time.